Number 20-something. It's the Jason and Iyare podcast. It's called Jason and Iyare at Large. Friend of mine who I spoke to the other day said to me, you never do the contact details. And I always say because I can't remember, even though I do know them now, if I do them, it's stupid. So I might as well carry on.
No. Do it. Prove to everybody that you can do it. You can do it, man. Do it, man.
Okay. www.myspace.com/Jason and Iyare.
That's if you want to check out the podcast on MySpace. What about on YouTube?
www.youtube.com/Jason and Iyare.
All right, okay, so it's been easy so far, right? But what about if you want to email us? At largepodcast@googlemail.com. All right, right.
You're listening to Jason and Iyare.
26 episodes, you can't manage it yet. All right, so what are we starting off with this week?
One of the funniest stories I've seen, which really relates to me, it's a little bit selfish, but I'm a Sagittarian, so what do you expect? It's a story about talking to yourself, all right?
Yeah.
I've done this for many, many years.
Sure.
This story's a little bit late, but when I get home, I often open the door and say, hello, house.
Yeah.
House obviously never replies back.
Sure.
But I always greet the house because I figure the house has missed me.
All right, sure, of course. Why wouldn't it?
Why wouldn't it? You know,
Yeah.
so I've had this ongoing dialogue with my house.
Yeah.
And you know, I think it makes the house a nicer, warmer environment to live in.
Okay, but the important thing about this story is that you see people talking to themselves, and what do you think?
You're fucking mad.
Nutter. Right, that's what you think.
But that's what I only do in my house.
Nutbag, right? But apparently, no, it's an indicator of the complete opposite. Talking to yourself helps you do things like beat depression.
Yep.
Kids who talk to themselves have better coordination.
That's what the papers say. The one thing I did for quite a while, not going to say how long, actually not that long at all, is to talk to myself in the mirror just to kind of see what I look like when I tried to say big words. Because, you know, if you're talking to a girl, for instance, and you want to use a big word, you don't want to use that big word and you make this really ugly face.
No. Actually, it's interesting because I saw this woman, she was walking down the street like earlier today. She just had this kind of face that she was pulling, right? And she looked like she could smell something really, really bad.
See?
And it's not a nice expression.
If she saw herself in the mirror pulling that expression, she'd want to change it.
Probably.
Because you now think she's an ugly bitch.
You know, they say that if you pull a face and the wind changes, your face gets stuck like that. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know.
That's an old wives' tale, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't do that. Your face will stay like that if the wind changes. Shut up. It's not true.
Yo, what up? It's the Kid Game, and I'm hanging out with Jason and Iyare.
This is a teenager called up directory inquiries to book a taxi, right? She's on the phone, innit? And she's like, hey, I want a cab. Send a cab round to my house. This is my address, safe. Wicked, bosh. No cab turns up. So she phones back, says, what's going on? I want a cab, innit?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So eventually she gets onto a set of people. They put her through to the people they think that they should be putting her through to. And she says, look, my name is so-and-so. I live at such and such. I want a cab, innit? Right?
Yeah.
A couple of days later, she got
a cabinet.
like a big wooden, specially bespoke cabinet, right? That she's got to pay for now. So she was stuck. She didn't get to where she wants to go, and now she's got to pay for some
a cabinet,
some custom carpentry. Hopefully now she'll understand that, you know, when you talk to people over the phone and they can't see you, and you have to be a little bit more clear, innit?
Yo, what's up? We the Clips, and we chilling with Jason and Iyare.
A friend of mine's getting married, one of my best mates.
Yeah.
Got a stag weekend coming.
Sure.
Running theme, at the end of the night, you always end up in a strip bar, right?
Apparently it often happens.
Okay, so you go to a strip club.
Okay.
You pay these girls, money, to dance in front of you in their underwear.
Yeah.
How hard up do you really have to be? You can't touch them. You can just about blow on the nipple. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit like people, you see people putting 20 notes in their knickers and what's the point?
Right.
Because if you touch them, you get strangled and chucked out.
Me and my brother one time we went into a strip club, but as soon as you walk in, what happens is that all the girls swarmed us because normally they used to old guys coming in.
Yeah.
So they see a couple of young guys, they're going in there, see if they got any money. They say, you know what I mean? You make it clear, I'm not spending any money. They leave you alone.
Then they leave you
quick.
Rapidly. I mean, listen, man, if you're a stripper and you're listening to this and you're expecting about 15 dudes coming down to your club, we're broke.
Yeah.
We're just going there to look. You know the free dudes that go there and they just watch everybody else get the dance but still kind of get a little pleasure out of it.
Remember when when they changed pound notes for pound coins. That must have been the worst day ever. At least you're used to sometimes the little spenders would come into the strip club and break off a few pounds or whatever. A little green
17 pounds.
You know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean?
Now though, man, you don't even bother go now.
Do you know what?
'Cause you can't flick a pound coin into a G-string.
This is the original General Levy. Big it up, Jason and Iyare. I don't know them, you are funny.
I think that pretty much takes up all of our time for this week. So thank you so much for listening. And don't forget, if you want to get in touch with us for this podcast,
do you know what?
then do it via the email, which Jason's going to tell you right now.
I've done it already. Or just give him, Iyare, your one.
I can't, do you know what I mean? My email is already deluged with fan mail. I can't deal with any more.
Fair dues. All right, well, give him this one that's actually that we've got now.
At mailpod.
At mailpod.
At largepodcast@googlemail.com. A slip of the tongue, bruv.
Don't give me no slip of the tongue, bruv.